Alright, and there it is. That's the new weed grill from Bixpy. You can see that the plastic is a lot closer on this particular model, and I'll show you the version that currently comes with the Bixpy, but this is new from Bixpy, and here we go with the install. Alright, if you look to see where the bottom of the thruster is, or the shroud, you'll see that there's 3 bolts holding that particular piece in. We're going to unscrew all 3 of those bolts, take that thruster shroud off, and then we'll get access to the prop and the actual grill that comes with the Bixpy. Right, once that shroud is off, you can see that the prop is held on by a nut, and then we need to go ahead and take that off, and then we can get the grill off. And I just took a set of pliers here and just unscrewed the nut off of the back of that. It's really not too tight on there. And then once that's off, you just pull the prop right off. There's a almost like a shear pin kind of holding that in place. Just be sure you don't lose any of those pieces. And then we'll go ahead and prop the old grill off. And the new one just fits right back on in place with the openings fitting where the bolts go in. Once the new weed grill is put back in place there, we can go ahead and place the prop back on and then screw the nut down that holds it in place and just tighten it up some. And you don't need to get too tight with this, just snug. And then we'll work on putting the thruster cage back on there. Alright, at this point, we'll basically just install all 3 of those bolts back on, tighten them down so that they're snug. You don't really need to over tighten here. And that's the install. You can see that everything fits right back into place. Shouldn't have any issues at this point completing the install. Alright, as you can see, this is the one that originally came on the back of the Bixpy motor, and this is the new weed guard that Bixpy came out with. And you can already see that this thing is going to protect the prop from, gosh, pretty much anything that would, tend to get through these bigger grates here. So I'm going to eventually get this out on the water, see how well it works, but I don't think we're going to have any issues with any kind of grass or larger sticks or anything, even some of the larger rocks that, depending on where you're at, may have gone in, from those little places there. So if you all have any questions, just feel free to leave a comment or reach out to Bixpy for any other questions.